Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to see the series go up, I guess, but Soul Blazer is always one of those ones that I sort of picture myself doing somewhere down the line. I mean, it's
Well,
got it's got honestly, like, I don't know if you're how familiar you are with it, but I mean, stick around for that LP. That's got like the funkiest, like not even necessarily the best, but definitely the funkiest Super Nintendo soundtrack of like any game I can think of.
yeah. Well, the story seems to be pretty funky too.
Oh yeah. No, like
Um,
you're
it's got
it's
it's got
it's
shades of Mystic Arc going on with just like, hey, this plant can talk. You're talking to an elevator.
I believe it's supposed to be sort of a spin off of the same sort of world or universal rules as the ActRaiser series.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
it's, the overhead instead of the like action platformer thing. But like, you're working for God, or I guess in the ActRaiser ones you were God. So maybe in Soul Blaze you're supposed to be working for the protagonist of ActRaiser.
maybe. But
Yeah.
you say you might have seen yourself playing that in the future, but you gotta crap or get off the pot, man.
Yeah, it's true.
When was the
Had the
last
op-
time? When was the last time you did a super retro game?
When was the
Oh,
last time I did a super retro game? I'm doing a game from '04 right now. That's like 11 years ago.
oh yeah, and you know what? We're actually playing a Super Nintendo game right now.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Hi, folks.
Hey, folks.
How's it going?
Good. I'm also doing Tecmo Super Bowl though. That's
Yes, that is super
93.
retro. You're absolutely right.
Um, but yeah, this is Uncharted Waters New Horizons.
Yes, Pietro Conti story.
Yeah, that
And
is an old-fashioned game.
it is. We're getting ready to be shoving off.
One of these games where they don't just hold your hand and tell you what to do, and occasionally they just like to throw stuff in your face. Like you do the quest for the guy, and ordinarily you would think, oh, that means that he'll tell you about whatever the next thing you need to do is, the secret or the MacGuffin or something. Nope. Game like this, he just says, oh yeah, you want to know about this. You want to know about the Staff of Poseidon? You want to know about the Trident? You want to know about El Dorado, the land of gold? I'm sorry, I don't know anything.
That's too
I'll,
bad.
That's too bad. But hey, I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Yeah, if I
Wink.
come across.
That's
It's there. He wasn't even like, but here's 50 gold or anything like that. He's just like, yeah,
no,
no,
it's
too
like
bad.
here's some money for your trouble. No, he's just like, I tell you what, if I hear anything, I'll be sure and tell you.
Now,
Ugh.
so you'll note that I'm going off towards the Far East right now, folks at home.
Yes.
And that's because we figure that the way this game works is always based off your fame to advance the plot. And make sure that you. I mean, I guess they didn't want the game to just be played through in like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's
Right?
true. I mean, if you were to take the basic plot points of any of these story modes, um,
And just line them
maybe
up.
autos, maybe a little less so. This one sort of, Ernst's especially, but like any of these ones where you could just be like, if you just got the next like cinema every time you went to a new port, basically you'd be done with the game in an hour.
Yeah. And I mean, we're already speeding this one along by ignoring the Governor General of
Yeah.
Italy. Because.
Oh, we're increasing our efficiency massively here by sailing like non-robots.
Yeah, oh, and you know what? Apparently we didn't go through this little pass last time, so we just found a new port. That put up our fame a little bit.
Malacca, South Kakalaki.
So should I cut across here? Is this a place we've been before? No, so this is where we gotta go.
This is where you got to start hugging the coast again, looking for ports.
I want this island first,
Well, I mean, you want it all.
and I want
You
it
want
now.
it all. You want it all.
I'm gonna cut back
Yes.
across now.
There you go.
Hopefully there's not a typhoon, as they call hurricanes on this side of the world.
Well, and as they tend to be kind of nasty things out this way too in the Indian Ocean. I mean, I say that as though we don't get bad hurricanes in the Atlantic, but yeah, I remember I had an internship once many years ago, probably around the time Extreme Warfare Revenge was a new thing. Hey, a village,
Nice.
and it was in a coastal Carolina city, and I guess that was, I can't remember if that was the hurricane season of '03 or '04. I think it was the hurricane season of '03. But like basically there were two big tropical storms I guess one of them was downgraded to tropical storm. I think one of them might have still been a hurricane when it hit the coast.
Hmm.
Basically, I was living in a house with their crime reporter, and he lived like 2 blocks from the water. He lived 2 blocks from the beach, so it was a really cool house to have. Almost as cool as finding ruins of an ancient civilization. Oh, Angkor Wat, nice.
Angkor, say what?
Angkor Wat.
So you're really
Boy,
close
there
to the
maybe
beach,
should we be
but
casting off? Yeah, but then there'd be a
it's
hurricane
Valentine's
coming.
Day.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. Then there'd be Valentine's Day.
I did interrupt.
Not during my summer internship, but no, but there'd be hurricanes, and like one of the two of them, they actually did issue an evacuation order, and I guess it wasn't an order; it was a like strong suggestion. You've discovered the port of Hanoi. Here,
I like to imagine that that's how they worded it. Now, this isn't an evacuation order, but we do have an evacuation strong suggestion for you, and that's that you leave.
Can I get a suggestion of a place you can be other than here?
Just curious if there's an item shop. Ooh, there is. Oh, but it's not late enough.
You've discovered the port of Hanoi. You meet Jane Fonda.
Now, I've heard that those areas where you have hurricanes in the States, it's super muggy and terrible in the summertime.
Oh, well, I mean, it does that here in the Washington, D.C. area. We haven't been hit with a hurricane for quite a while. Probably since around 03, 04. That was still a tropical storm when it came up this... I guess I was actually living a little further south then, but I think Isabel managed to drag its way up through the D.C. area.
We got the old hour and a half went by. Frick.
Oh, no.
I might as well just take a nap. We are tired.
The innkeeper is like hiding. It's like, you'll never find me behind these barrels. I might as well take a day-long nap.
Yep. We dreams.
The one of them they did strongly suggest that just like from where our house was toward the water was only like maybe 2 or 3 blocks worth we're getting evacuated. Just like if you're directly on the water, you probably shouldn't be there.
You know what? Don't even evacuate the city. Just like go 2 blocks over. You'll be fine.
Well, the designated evacuation shelter was the press room at the newspaper where I was interning. But they gave me the day off, which meant I was supposed to go home, and then they're like, "Well, you should probably leave and go to your workplace."
Great. Thanks,
So
guys.
I did the stupid thing and just sat there and rode the storm out, BTO style. Wait, was that BTO? That wasn't. No. Damn it! This is gonna bother me now. Who was riding the storm out? Ah. Oh, it was REO Speedwagon, not BTO. I was getting my acronym bands all messed up.
Well, there were no good items there. There was the gold dragon, which is an interesting
Yeah.
weapon. However,
It's like this gold dragon. I guess it's. I mean, I guess it's not actually supposed to be Guan Yu's pike, but it sort of looked like it, and it was called a color that was a dragon. So it could have been blue dragon. Hey, in a village, maybe we'll find another gold dragon there, or something.
oh man,
Oh man,
we're in
I
some
wanted...
crazy tropical place not many Europeans have been to. You'd think that you don't have to search very hard to find something interesting.
Well, I mean, at this stage in time, it may be that like Ernst von Bohr has already been by and like drawn up a map or something. Although the way my playthrough went, it probably took him many years to reach this point.
Oh, this is going to be something good.
Well, hopefully it won't kill our crew.
Yeah, well, there's a
pretty
port
to a
pretty close.
port, yeah.
This would be the ideal time to be attacked by a monster.
Yeah, this is perfect monster times.
Oh, it's just an exotic animal.
But it's an exotic animal that didn't kill us. Oh, that's
Oh.
right. And it was the bird that had the face of a beautiful girl. Ah, yeah. Beautiful Calaveca.
And its sweet singing can make people forget everything, even their own names.
That's right. Is it
I don't even know.
is it something with a Z?
What is a Z anyways?
I, of all people, shouldn't know, but
I forgot to
boy there, matey would be shoving off since you have no other option.
tried to supply up before we left, so it's a good thing they didn't want much more food than that.
Yeah. And so I guess, and there's a way around that too, because they don't show up at night, you know?
Yeah, so you can work your way into the city, and then
You can hop in and out of the harbor helper's house, the hamburger helper house.
Yeah.
And then, is the wind really slow?
Yeah, but it seems like, oh, there, it's picking up now.
All right, you got.
If it gets down to a certain level, you just stop.
Yeah, that's where all those cheap toys I had as a kid were made.
Python.
That was. I feel like that might have been back before we were getting as many manufactured goods from China. We were just getting them from all of the like little republics nearby.
Oh, I thought that was the perfect square for an island or island-based village to be on.
Oh well, it looks like. Check the map. Are you at this point? Yeah, you're sailing around Japan.
Oh, nice.
And a fat lot of good that's gonna do you right now, I bet.
Well, I don't have to discover things later on.
Oh, okay. I swear, from the different stories that I've seen and played, it seems like there's almost like you can find towns in Japan. But to say, it seems like there's almost like a 50-50 shot. Oh, you notice? Oh, I wonder what
you know what this is gonna
be about.
Yeah.
I mean, this is almost like the we sailed to this place that has Easter Island moai heads.
Well, that's weird. You'd expect to find Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
But nope, it's the Torah ruins.
The villages had rice fields and something else.
Dated back to 300 BC.
Oh, okay.
People stopped living there because of reasons.
It's probably not good anymore if the rice has been there since 300 BC.
Oh, and here's the part of Japan where it's getting more like Canadian climate. A good place for Uncle Baldo to hang out.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, poor Uncle Baldo, the character.
Yeah, what's coming to him?
Yeah.
Now, does this go all the way through? Yes, it does. I'm not going to go into every nook and cranny here because I think we were pretty darn close to what we needed to have.
You're going to feel really...
foolish if that turns out not to work.
Yeah, you're going to kick yourself if it turns out we didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the map here. Only really... we didn't miss that much.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely gotten a good bit more. Now, the question is, do you want to do any... do you feel the need to crisscross the ocean for any more map fame, or
well, I
do you
think
just
we
want
can
to try and find the fastest passage home?
We can do a... Yeah, I wonder what's faster, going around the top again, or cutting through?
Over the top with Sylvester Stallone?
Going around, down and around.
What if you just cut straight down and took the Antarctic passage? You gained some more map fame there.
Oh, that's true. It apparently is the fastest way back, according to the guy.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I could just go right off this tip here.
Just the tip?
You can go on an angle. It happens. Yeah, that might be the real secret way of finding Easter Island. Go on exactly a 45-degree angle from there.
Are you planning on actually doing that, or is this...
Well, I'm planning on hoping to survive, so I've got to get across the ocean in 25 days. See how it goes. It's already March. It's been about a month since we started this.
It's been... That's about 4 weeks.
How we doing here? Oh,
I
about
don't know, how
halfway.
you doing? Maybe we'll find Hawaii. I don't think we have yet.
No, we haven't. You're right. That's the secret to finding Hawaii is you just leave that tip and go on a 45-degree angle.
Well, or maybe the secret to finding Hawaii is to draw a straight line between Easter Island and that tip.
Uh-oh. And
Is the wind
eerie
dying
calm.
down?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh no, the wind's died down completely.
I can't even drift with the water. Well, probably should have saved it before we crossed the ocean.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, the wind is starting to pick back up.
the wind, it started picking up. Did you see? Did you see? I controlled the weather.
We might just make it after all.
Weather magics.
Or are we alive?
You are jetting
Oh,
along. You missed Hawaii.
Well, we found it. We just didn't stop.
Well,
was a
I mean,
drive-by.
you could have gone back to get some more food.
Yeah. Well, worst comes to worst, well, actually, if you stop there, it's probably a village, and you probably have to like
Entertain everybody.
entertain everybody and use up all your food. So worst comes to worst, if we don't have enough fame, we can just complete the X across the Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific X.
Yeah, you totally wouldn't find.
Easter Island.
But we will get pretty close to a port as we come across Peru.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should be able to.
Chile. Something up here.
Ciao. I don't want any of them perverted Muppets teaching any bad values to my chillins. Zerf apparently hearing a lot more of the alarmist news about what's going to happen with the Muppets than I've been.
I've read exactly one thing about it, and it was people being angry that the Muppets were perverted now.
Honestly, I would be much happier reading more about how perverted the new Muppets are than the kind of shit I have to read at work, generally speaking. Those perverted Muppets, they're nothing like the weird, the weird blue guy with a giant nose that seemed to carry on a suspicious relationship with a chicken named Camilla.
Yeah, everybody knew what was going on, but they figured since he was an alien, it was okay. Was he an alien? Or was he just, like, misunderstood?
I believe later on they retconned him into being an alien, because I think Muppets from Space, weren't they trying to find his, like, home people or something like that?
That's one of the ones I've never seen.
I haven't either, but I feel like I read a synopsis or something that suggested that was what happened.
Now, Jaxor's, one of her favorite Christmas movies is Muppet Family Christmas. So it's starting to become a tradition to try to watch that.
One of mine growing up was Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which was I believe a made-for-TV Muppet Christmas special that did not actually feature any Muppets. It featured other puppets.
Weird. They're like the GoBots of Muppets.
They were like the GoBots of Muppets. No, like it had like original characters, and I think it had an introduction, like it had an intro and an outro by Kermit the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Just
to tie it in.
Yeah, just to like, oh, hey, hi, Kermit the Frog. You now know that this is an official Jim Henson production.
Oh, he's chasing me. Can't catch up with me.
Can't get me.
Oh boy. Can you cut through this spot?
But can you?
Uh-oh.
No. There is no escape.
That's no good. It looks like he may have given up chasing me. No, he didn't. There's only one reason why he would go in there, because he heard rumors of me getting trapped.
Rumor has it.
But it was actually a trick trap at his expense. We come out of this end, and he's like, on that end of it, it would be the worst. Hey guys, I just passed through the ice.
Shh. He's like, waving a bloody claw at you. I don't know what this guy's up to. Apparently he's got bloody claw. But yeah, Emmett Otter's Jug Band, and apparently depending on like what version of Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas you have, some of them like cut out that sequence because I guess they were, oh yeah, you could go up and check out the Falklands up there.
I guess I didn't know. Oh, there's nothing going on.
There's nothing going on.
Thought maybe I'd discover
in it,
even just the islands. Hey, there's crazy islands out here in the middle of nowhere.
In a couple of centuries, if you sailed in there, you might be sailing up in, one of Her Majesty's aircraft carriers with, which royal is it that married?
No.
Harry's dad.
Philip?
Yeah, was that Philip?
So. Do you know what article I read today? There was a ginger extremist that wanted to kill Philip so that Prince Harry was one step closer to being king. And he was
just
convicted.
Can't wait to be king.
He was convicted in the UK, and he was a red-headed terrorist that wanted. Well, it turns out he was also like a white supremacist, but
like really white supremacist.
Yeah, he only wants people that have literally no pigment in their skin. But I thought that was weird. It's like the ginger extremists had a plot to kill a member of the royal family.
This is like part of your like Commonwealth nation required education.
I read it on Reddit
in the news.
It's highly ranked because of the sensationalist headline.
Yeah.
People love the idea of a ginger extremist.
I heard New Zealand, speaking of Commonwealth nations, I heard New Zealand was in the process of changing their flag and getting rid of the Union Jack.
Well, they're going to have a vote on if they want to change their flag.
Yeah.
And then if that passes, then they're going to have a vote on what they're going to make it into. And some of the flags look like they have 4 flags to choose from, and some of them are pretty crappy. It's like when you look back on the flags that could have been the Canadian flag, and you're like, thank God.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I am an American, and I love America. I love my country, and I understand the meaning and the symbolism behind all of the various bits and pieces of our flag, but the American flag, if you look at it compared to like any other nation's flag in the world, is really gaudy. It's like, oh, you like stars? We got 50 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe the only one that stands out more than it is Nepal, and that's because like they didn't even bother to make a rectangular shape for their flag. They're like, we're gonna make 2 triangles. It'll be great, guys. Come on.
Well, you just got yourself on a list.
Oh man, yes. Both an unpatriotic American watch list and defamer of the Nepalese list.
What's gonna happen is when Trump inevitably becomes president and they're looking for pinkos again, they top of the list.
Yeah.
He probably wants to replace every star with a sickle and hammer.
Wait, I don't believe Donald Trump
It'd be even more gaudy. No, he wouldn't want to do that. He thinks you want to do that.
Oh, he thinks I want to do that. Sure. I just want to be just like one of those guys from China. Have supercuts of Donald Trump just using the word China and like pronouncing it with a sneer.
American politics. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. I read a story earlier today about how Donald Trump is potentially inspiring Jesse Ventura to maybe do a run.
We're awfully paused there. Okay, that was just...
Oh, okay.
Every ship in the world was moving at the same time, and I had to think about it.
Commodore, I feel a strange sensation in the force. The wind has stopped.
Oh, it's doing it again. I'm gonna get closer to land here. Maybe that was a random number generator really wanting to kill us and choosing not to.
Yeah.
All right, let me head up in here real quick.
Fun fact. You're gonna stop in Lisbon?
I am gonna stop in Lisbon.
Right. We got some discoveries to throw around.
Yes, we do. I'm pretty sure the people here are called Lisboners.
Oh, I remember hearing that somewhere.
I just got a special delivery of a pumpkin.
Oh wow, that is pretty special.
I
thought I was all hot stuff when I got some tea earlier.
Hey, his level went up too. Everybody's getting levels. Everybody in the club getting...
Yeah. So, are you having the issue now where like... I feel like it's kind of sad for me. Oh, Circonti, I was waiting for you. What have you discovered? Better do this before we get into the whole.
What's sad?
Yeah, no, we better find out.
Let's talk about the frilled lizard. Oh, it's like a freaking dinosaur.
Yeah. Super. I knew we could count on you. Here's your reward of 18,750 gold pieces. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, his collar is based off the frilled lizard's design, so that's why.
He's felt the special kinship.
Let's give him Toucan Sam. We all know that Toucan Sam did this one.
Great, you discover the toucan. I'll pay you extra and give you 13,750 gold pieces.
I wonder.
Love them Fruit Loops. So
I wonder
much.
if, and I've never read anything about this, but when they just say wonderful, I'll pay you extra. I wonder if there's certain types of discoveries that some people pay more for. Like, I don't know. Do we have another bird?
I feel like there's just one tier that says What? You're the world's greatest adventurer.
Oh my god, I didn't know they loved the dodo so much.
OMFG. Well, yeah, no, it's one of the top rank ones. The Dota.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Were
such a
you-
marvelous feat.
Actually, at this point, were we even bothering saving these discoveries for anything else?
Not really, but I just wanted to throw a few in there and get some money. Let's check out
Well,
how our...
at that point, we may as well just turn all of them into them. That may be enough to give us enough fortune.
No, that's true. Never have to...
May not even have to go to Mercator and tell them about the zigzag across the Pacific.
Yeah.
So, you know what you find if you start at the tip and
then you go on a 45-degree angle?
Diagonally.
This is the Pokemon, the Quagga. He doesn't even care. He's all about the birds.
About Pokemon. He's already caught it. It's already in his Pokédex.
What about the Arbok?
Charbok. Nope.
Doesn't care.
No shit's given. This guy's over Pokemon.
He's like, have you heard of the dodo? I know you have. You discovered it. All this is crap. Bring me more dodos. They're delicious. Maybe bring a tortoise with you. I've never seen one live before.
You discovered Big Zimbabwe. That's what I call my own. Great, you did that.
Oh, he's paying extra for this one. Maybe it's just every so many discoveries they just randomly pay extra.
I feel like there's a tier of I think like what he says is based on like how much he's paying you. Like for the really cheapo ones, like 7,500, he's like, "Oh, great, you discovered that." And then like for the ones that you get 10,000 or 100,000 or whatever, he says,
"I'll pay you extra.
I'll give you like the 100,000 ones. He's like, "You're the greatest adventurer ever."
Oh yeah.
And then there's like a couple of middle tier ones, and one of them is like, "Wow, stunning, you found this," and another one is like, "Hey, let me pay you extra."
Now we know this guy's into birds. He was happy about birds. This is a bird, and it's got a human face.
Is he into beautiful girls?
Not bad.
Yeah. More than, yeah. More than some of the other birds.
These are the Japanese runes. As opposed to the Mr. Rune.
Oh, that's right. The Amazon water lily. Where they put all the fat babies.
Happy about that one.
Those damn fat babies.
Sinking the lily pads. Small child could fit on those with the fat babies.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any. I'm guessing theoretically a small child could fit on one of these, but I've never seen one.
They can't make it back from the New World. Just too delicious.
With the fat babies. Oh,
it's like tortoises.
We got a modest proposal up in here. What's going on?
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
we don't need him to tell anybody about our plans.
We commit any more human atrocities.
I want to check how our bank investment.
Yeah, all right.
And I think once we do that, we're ready to call it a video.
Cool.
And then we can go to the Harbor Helper and see.
See if anybody is looking for us.
Yeah, we've got to have some sort of name going on.
Oh, that's true. Maybe, and we're in Lisbon, where the Lisboners are, and I think maybe that would mean that our boy Joao might be around.
Yeah. Now when we started with this, I think the last time we checked might have been 58, so we had 4 ingots out of it just sitting.
You know what? Investing money, clearly the way to go.
Yeah, I think there is a time limit in the game. I don't think I've ever seen anyone hit it, but I believe reading in an FAQ at one point, if you do get to a certain point in the game, it's just like, then game was over.
Yeah, like I think you can die of old age, basically. Although it doesn't affect your stats up until you do die.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw that much in there.
Yeah. I want that kind of interest rate.
Yeah.
3% a month.
Hey, banks get it all the time, and then some on mortgages.
Yeah, I suppose that's quite valid.
All right, well, let's go.
I need to just start financing homes.
Yeah, if you were doing that, you'd be making all kinds of money. This is the world. We've discovered so much of it. Not nearly as much as Ernst.
And then there's a bunch of stuff shooting out of it at an angle.
All the squares make it look like we were sailing like robots, but we weren't, folks.
Nope. We were just mapping like robots.
Yeah. Next time, we're going to head to the Harbor Helper and hopefully get this plot on the road.